Welcome back to the prospect time. I'm going to go through the Mets minors recap, and this was what happened basically for all the teams. All the teams are playing now. That's at Syracuse, Binghamton, Port St. Lucie, and of course Brooklyn. So we're going to get into this. Now, before we get into this video, please, of course, subscribe. Some Mets minors that do a great job. Wenninger tosses gem for Binghamton and opener. Now, before we get into this, just a couple of things. Really, the main thing was that the Mets AAA team was on SNY on Thursday, and I got a chance to watch that team. It's not a good team. They have two prospects that are pitchers. Brand Sprout will be going on Saturday, but the rest of that and Blade Tibble, who pitched on Thursday, he didn't pitch well. He pitched well on opening day. That is not a good team. Okay, bunch of veterans, and there's not a lot of talent there. Most of the Mets minor league talent is in the big leagues, But Beatty's in the big leagues right now. Acuna, Mark Vientos is here, not going anywhere, but there's not a lot of talent there. There's not. And most of the Mets talent is in Double A and in Brooklyn and St. Lucie, Port St. Lucie. But we'll go through the players. Gotta show them respect. But the Syracuse team, they're 2-4, and they lost to the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, which is the Yankees AAA affiliate. Can their name be any longer? But that's the kind of names you get in spring training. You get in the minor leagues. Diego Castillo is a 27-year-old shortstop who hit 11 homers for the Pirates in 22, but played in only 5 major league games over the last 2 seasons, combined for the Diamondbacks and the Twins. He went 1 for 4 on Friday with a home run. Luke Ritter went 1 for 2. If there's a guy that could be in the majors somewhere along the line, he'll be in the majors at some point. I don't know where, I don't know when, but he'll be in the majors at some point. We were all thinking that he was going to be here last year, but then Mets didn't call him up. He's a career minor leaguer. Donovan Walton will be one of the first guys called up if there's a problem with Acuna, if they get hurt or Beatty gets hurt or just continue not to perform. He went 2 for 5. He played second. The Mets pitching on Friday, Justin Hagelman went 4 2/3 innings with 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Now you'll get some talent at the bullpen, but there's nothing, no positional players that are any talented or any young players really. Sean Reed Foley, he's still around. A third of an inning, 2 earned runs, 1 hit, 4 walks. The strikeout. Rico Garcia, another reliever, 1 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Grant Hardwick, 1 1/3 of an inning, gave up 5 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits, and a strikeout. And Jordan Geber pitched 2 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. No disrespect to them, but there's no prospects there other than Sprout and Tidwell. Double A. The Binghamton Rome opponents won 3-1 against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Alex Ramirez, a former, possibly could become another prospect for the Mets, went 2 for 4 in the game with a double and an RBI and a stolen base. Nick LaRusso went 1 for 4 with a double. He was playing, he was DH. Ryan Clifford went 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a stolen base. Nick LaRusso opened the score with a 2-run double in the 4th inning. And Alex Ramirez doubled home, another run in the 6th. The Rumble Ponies stole 3 bases. Jet Williams, went 1 for 4 of a single. I don't think he will be there too long. I was very surprised the Mets had him in Double A to start the year, but I think they want to ease him in, considering he's behind, from the year that he lost last year. Jack Wenninger struck out 7 in 5 scoreless innings while throwing 50 of 76 pitches for strikes. He went 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks for the win. The 23-year-old who pitched to a 3.12 ERA in 43 1/3 innings at St. Lucie, Brooklyn, Single A Brooklyn last season, allowed 2 hits. We'll see where he is. I don't know where he is as a pitcher yet. He's not on too many lists, and if he is, he's at the bottom of the Mets list. But he's a player to keep an eye on. Pitchers you can always keep an eye on. They can come up and help you at any point. Trey McLaughlin got 5 outs, struck out 3, and threw 13 of 18 pitches for strikes. TJ Show earned the save. Left-handed pitcher Daniel Juarez, keep an eye on him. 1 1/3 innings. At Single A, Brooklyn Cyclones lost to the Wilmington Blue Rocks 4-1. Carson Benj was DHing, and he's from, of course, from Oklahoma University. Went 1 for 2, double, 2 runs scored, 3 walks. Christopher Suaro was behind the plate on Friday. Went 2 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs. He might be a future major leaguer. Jacob Bremer, we hope that he stays healthy. He is a mid-range prospect for the Mets. I'd like to see him stay healthy all year. Went 2 for 5, and he's a third baseman. Had a triple and 3 strikeouts. Boston Barrow, who impressed a lot of people in spring training. Was playing shortstop. Went 0 for 4 for an RBI, run scored, a walk, and a stolen base. Carson Benj, the Mets' first-round pick in last June's draft, reached base 4 times, single, and scored twice. He slashed .273 and 68 plate appearances for St. Lucie last year after getting selected out of Oklahoma State. Suaro absolutely crushed one off the brand new scoreboard in Brooklyn. Suaro combined for 9 homers between St. Lucie and Brooklyn a year ago. He's not going to be in Brooklyn too long. At some point, he'll be going to Binghamton. It'll be interesting to see what the Mets do with Benj, how long he'll be in Brooklyn. Because, as you know, if you follow Brooklyn Cyclones, that is a very difficult park for left-handed hitting. So he's a guy to keep an eye on that could get a promotion very quickly to Double-A, just to get him out of there. Kind of very similar to what they did with Ryan Church last year. For the pitching, Noah Hall, 7th-round pick and 23 out of the University of South Carolina. Only pitched 13 innings last season, turned in a solid start. 5 innings, 3 hits, an earned run, 4 walks, a little high, 3 strikeouts. Dakota Hawkins pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, and 3 strikeouts. Right-handed pitcher Eduardo Herrero pitched an inning and struck out 1. Right-handed pitcher Ryan Lambert was a draft pick last year, struck out a batter and 1 inning. And finally, and at some point we'll get into, not right now, we're doing the DSL Mets, just the Dominican Summer League Mets and the Florida Complex League Mets. They don't really start their year yet, but then we started very, very quickly, before you know it. But the St. Lucie Mets, they lost to the Jupiter Hammerheads 4-0. Drew Gilbert went 1 for 5. I guess they're starting him out down there to get him ready, slowly get him ready to Triple-A. That's another example of players that are still rehabbing injuries. Jeremy Rodriguez, player they picked up in the Tommy Pham deal, went 2 for 4. Jesus Baez went 0 for 4 as playing shortstop. St. Lucie was shut out 6 hits with the only extra base hit, a double by Trace Wilhoit. The Mets went 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position and left 10 men on base. Nate Dome made his pro debut after being selected in the 3rd round of last year's draft out of Mississippi State. He threw 35 of 56 pitches for strikes, but then escaped the 4th inning. Irving Cota gave up 1 hit and an earned run in 2 2/3 innings. Other pitchers, Josh Bloom went 1 1/3 innings, gave up a hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Eli Akinane went 1/3 of an inning with 2 walks, an earned run, and a strikeout. And Chandler Marsh pitched an inning. So this is the recap of the first full day of spring training action on Friday. So I'll keep you up to date on this stuff, and I'll have plenty of videos. You know me, I always got videos out for you all. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.